Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a few months since I've recorded any content, but I think like a lot of us during this pandemic, I haven't been at my creative best, which is why I decided to do this new series called Creators Corner. I'm hoping that conversations with some of your and my favorite creators will help ignite a new creative spark in me. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Santu Misra, Kusha Kapila, Dolly Singh, welcome to the first episode of Creators Corner. Hello! Woohoo! Yeah! Santu, what is that?
Hello.
Vogue.
Okay, guys, when I was putting this series together, rather I thought of the series idea, I wanted to start off by chatting with you guys because I feel like in the recent few years, the viral South Delhi girls videos is one of those few ideas that has really sort of stuck out in people's minds, right? Like it went viral, it got you guys all that popularity. I don't know how many versions of that video were recreated on the internet. So let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did the types of South Delhi girls videos, how was that idea born?
I remember Kusha had worn this fluffy sweater from H&M and Dolly had worn this double-breasted blazer from H&M. I remember it so vividly. And we were making a Delhi video where the dialects and the tones are different, okay? So Kusha said, I have something. And again, a three girls video. She said, I have something. And then she did what she did. She'll do it.
No, Santu. This is the इस दिन की story सबकी अलग है. What Santu is not telling you, every Friday we would shoot, and we have to tell you at this point that we were not only shooting. Like I, for instance, was also writing all the other days of the week. So I would literally finish my article and come for shoot. Dolly was sitting on the edit and editing alone all of those videos. And some days I would try to go over to her side because I realized that I don't writing karni. I also want to do production now. Like, I want to write. So I would like slowly try to like tiptoe my way to there. But every Friday we would shoot, and the entire week, Janice, we would talk about what are the topics that we're going to pick to shoot. And those topics we would decide beforehand because by now there was certain system that came in place.
Yeah.
And Delhi girl one also, we had just toyed with the idea that ye banate hain.
We didn't name it South Delhi Girls when we were shooting it. I named when I was editing it. So when Dolly had made the cut and I was like, and she's like, Didi, what name should we do? I said, let's just call it South Delhi Girls. And that's it. So,
but there was no preparation.
No prep.
Dolly, what do you remember about that day?
That's it.
I don't remember much, but मुझे इतना याद है जब Santu first mentioned South Delhi girls, my question was like, what is South Delhi girls? Like I had no idea. I'm not from Delhi. मुझे पता ही नहीं है South Delhi girls होता क्या है. He had to explain it, and I remember in the first two videos, I'm not even playing a South Delhi girl. I'm playing a very very regular
Delhi
college going girl. Uber nikalo, Uber call karo. I don't have money. Like I actually did I don't have money. And then we moved to private jet. So I think by the third video or when we were shooting, I got an idea of what we are doing.
When did you realize that this South Delhi girl characters, that these are catching on more than the other things that you guys are doing? Like it's going sort of, for lack of a better word, the internet likes to say viral.
We made the video, edited it. I would upload all the videos with myself because I was superstitious, okay? I upload every single video.
Janice, हम 12 बजे तक ऑफिस में बैठे रहते थे, हम घर नहीं जाते थे.
I would not even let Dolly upload. And Dolly, this girl is feeding me. They think that, yeah, you upload, you get the video ready for me to upload. And I would upload every single content and caption it, okay? I've uploaded. And we would measure the first half an hour, okay? Because at IDVA, we had known the first half an hour, if we would hit 80K, or by first half an hour, if you would 64K, 80K, we were reaching higher and higher numbers, right?
Yeah.
I think 80,000 was a benchmark at that point. In first half an hour, if it does 80,000, we know it's a hit, okay? Because after the numbers will come. So Saturday, I have scheduled the video and gone to sleep. It's a Saturday afternoon video we have launched, South Delhi Girls, and I've gone to sleep. And I wake up at like 4 o'clock, whatever, and the girls have messaged me or called me many times. Ambika has called me, messaged me. Angad has called me, messaged me many times, saying, what just happened? Saying, what has happened? We don't know. We have never had numbers like this. The entire network is shook. Like the whole, yeah, it was, people were shook. And I was like, what happened? Must be like 100K and all that. And I was like, 500,000 views already. And it was wild.
And I think the third one is definitely the most iconic one of them all, because our
Yeah.
characters had taken full shapes and everybody loved it. We were like the talk of the town, and when we would go to Fashion Week after that, it was a completely different scenario.
That was there in the videos, the previous videos and now, and South Delhi, because the earlier videos were not leaked to WhatsApp. Once a video has been downloaded and leaked on WhatsApp, it means the real virality has been achieved.
You were right, yeah.
Yeah, and then you know, you also start getting these messages that, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, I got messages like, weren't you a writer? What are you doing? Why even videos? You know, I think it's also important to tell here that none of us are from South Delhi. None of us have had any lived South Delhi experiences. I feel like
Dolly is not even from Delhi.
not even Santu. Not even Santu.
Right,
Santu is from
Santu,
Assam.
yeah.
Yeah, so you know, and I am from North Delhi. I'm from Pitampura, which is like the end of civilization. And for the first 18, 19 years, I've had no South Delhi experience. I have no friends from South Delhi. It's just that both Dolly and I went to a college which was in South Delhi. So my point is that how do we know that people say baya? Because we have heard it. We have like you just don't invent pronunciation. You just don't invent slangs. I have heard people speak like that, and I think the only reason we were able to do any kind of justice to this property was because it had the outsider perspective. We were all flies on the wall, and who were like, yes, kaise baat kar rahi hai?
I read my notebook to write down this dialogue. Correct. Again.
And what's really funny is, Janice, that Santu used to keep telling us that we should go to Fashion Week, and some really like influential person would come in, or who was from South Delhi, or who was like really financially privileged, and he would tell us like, you know, the rich, they look different. They are just different.
Obviously, have to get you guys to do like whatever were your favorite lines or catchphrases from those videos. Do a like sampler for me.
Uber nikalo yaar, what to do? Mere paas nahi hai Uber. Just call it. And then we went to Gucci ka bag to Gucci ki outfit, Chanel ka bag to Chanel ki outfit, Prada ka bag to Prada ki outfit. Sunita, jet nikal do. Thank you.
See, Mera to favorite is not South Delhi girls, it's South Delhi aunties. Because, you know, मैं inherently auntie हूँ, तो मेरा वही बाहर निकलता है. And I would just like to say that I'm Billy from One Jorbog. Not 2, not 3, not 4. It's One Jorbog. And every time I enter, people say, the rich have arrived.
Thank you.
Aww.
What is that one memory or that one thing about doing this together, about becoming viral sensations together and viral creators together that you will always sort of cherish?
I cherish the friendship I've, with these two. It's for life.
I think there are two things I wanted to do. One was get her married, and get her buy a house. And I think when I bought the house and I told her, and when she bought her house, she told me, she's like, I know that of everybody, you will react differently, because it is a very different feeling, because we both don't live in that house, like our parents live in that house.
Yeah.
So it's a very different feeling for us. But for me, I think just to be able to crack something, because I was in that zone and I've always been that person that, before that, I sort of had no definition to my career on what I do. Like, like Dolly said, like a lot of people saw me around and saw me doing things and quote unquote being successful, but not knowing what I do, right? So that, I think, gave a direction to my career that I wouldn't have achieved otherwise. And just to travel to a place that was completely unknown and just meet people in the street who were saying baya and coco and this, I was like, what is this? Is this what happens when you become viral? But then just connecting to people from all over the globe, it was a different feeling. I think we made some insane connections through the videos and through the projects, and where people have said we have watched a video and I never, when, I saw celebrity interviews when they said, people have, watched a movie when they felt like the lowest, or, this video helped them. And I never believed that. I was like, kaise ho sakta hai? But when those messages came to me and, and the girls would share those messages that have come to them that, people have struggled, and this, because we did such funny videos, it helped them cope, or, something, or some little way, little change. I felt, wow, yeah, even if it's one person that, laughed out loud by looking at our like stupid series that we were doing, I was like, our job is done, I feel.
I owe everything to Santu, and I think I keep talking about this all the time. I feel like both Dolly and I were extremely self-doubt. We were just so consumed by self-doubt that we would be more comfortable sitting in the edit room than being in front of the camera. Whereas we both have had histories of theater or performing in school, extracurricular activities. It's not like कि suddenly हमारे अंदर से कुछ कीड़ा है आया है. We were always in it, and then we just fell out of it because it sounded like such an audacious thing to do back in the day, to be creating, to be acting and doing all of those things. So for somebody like Santu, who himself is such a big phenomenon in my opinion, and celebrity in his own right, for him to like give us space and nurture our careers and be okay to step away from the limelight, I think that's huge. I feel like sometimes when he takes a step back so that we can shine, not many people can do that. And I feel like every creator, if you look at a Prajakta, if you look at any other person, if you look at a Bhuvan, the way they talk about their managers, the way they talk about their mentors, I feel like we would be nothing without them. I would be nothing without Santu. And if he had not empowered me, if he had not given me this, I don't think I would have this career. And Dolly is somebody who I'm just so thankful that I have a companion in this journey. I have somebody who feels exactly how I feel, who, if I'll tell her something, she will know that this is what I'm talking about. She will know how to calm me down. She will know, I mean, we've slept in the same bed and हमको 2 rooms मिलते थे हर जगह, हम एक ही बेड में सोते थे कि नहीं साथ में ही सोएंगे, ऐसा थोड़ा ना होता है, 2 थोड़ा ना एक में तैयार हो जाएंगे, एक में सो लेंगे, चलना बहन ऐसे मत कर. So she's like my sister. To have this, it's a trifecta of friendship, of love, of respect, of care, and of creativity. And I would not like to take that away from
It was needed,
Yeah. That wonderful note. Thank you guys so much for being part of the first episode of Creators Corner. And thank you for sharing this love story, because it could be a trifecta of a lot of things, but at the end of the day, I think this is like almost like, this is the new age, modern, digital love story that you
Yeah.
Thank you.